Bum, 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 bum.
Hi everybody, I'm JT, this is
Harry, and
and
that's Honey. Yes, she's a
Honey
dog.
as well,
She is a dog.
and welcome to another video from us here at Campervan Journey, where we've got some very exciting news about our upcoming latest trip. So sit tight and we will tell you all about what we're planning on doing in the next couple of weeks.
Sit.
So if you've been following this channel for a little while, you'll know that we absolutely love getting away in our van and getting away to France, Europe, and travelling as much as we can. So we were lucky enough to last be away in May, and it's now end of July, beginning of August, and we are just about to set off on what I would call our main summer trip. Now, a few things are going to be different on this one. Some stuff we've done before, some stuff we haven't done before, but we thought we'd share with you a little bit about what we've got planned. And if you'd like to follow our trip and our journey, remember to hit the button to subscribe, and you can follow our journey as we go. Hit the button down there.
Under there.
We've been travelling for France for many years in our van, and this time we're going to do something that we haven't done for some time, and it's got nothing to do with the hiccups that we've had on our recent travel, but we are going to take the ferry. So we used to travel, and we did it a few times before, travelling from Newhaven to Dieppe on DFDS, and we decided that this time we'd give it another go. So partly sort of motivated by all the complications that we had and everybody's had in travelling on the tunnel and getting anywhere near Dover and Folkestone, but our previous experience of travelling from Newhaven has been brilliant. Interestingly, when we were looking at the pricing of it, it was very comparable with going on the Eurotunnel, and it's actually a bit closer to home. So this trip we are going to 3 destinations, 2 areas we've been to before, one of which is completely new, which is the far side of the Alps, the Italian border side. So we're going to be camping down right up very high in the mountains, higher than we've camped before. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too chilly. We'll have to make sure that we take some jumpers and take some
And
all that warm weather
trousers.
gear that you'd think they may not need, but I think we're going to have to be prepared for that. I'll have to check the exact altitude, but it's certainly higher than where we've been staying in Bourg-Saint-Maurice before. We get ourselves organised, get all our equipment rationalised, so we're taking less gear. We wanted to improve our setup, so it was quicker to set up,
yes,
less stuff to take, so we could just be spending more time enjoying our location and our stay rather than spending lots of time setting up. So again, if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that we've had some great times away in our Outwell Bear Lake tent, which is a great tent but a big family tent.
it's big and hefty.
So one of the things that we decided to do was to look at options to change that, and we've managed to secure what I hope is going to be a great alternative to that. And if you keep watching this video, you'll see as we just have a little test set up to make sure that we're familiar with how it works.
It's a good tent.
We think it's a good, not just a good tent,
It's a
but a great tent.
It's a great tent.
A great tent.
It's great.
So all being well, the proof of the pudding is obviously going to be when we arrive in France and set it up for the first time. But the good thing is it works, or should work, similarly to what we're used to. So, latest trip, loads of new places to see, new adventures to have, and if that's your sort of thing, just remember to hit the button to like and subscribe, and follow us here on Campervan Journey as we share our adventures with you over the next few videos. So it's always very exciting getting ready for a trip away, and I really enjoy the planning and preparation often as much as the adventure itself. But one of the things, if you followed our previous videos, that we said we were going to try and do this year was be a bit more streamlined with what we're taking away. So reducing the amount of luggage that we take, reducing the amount of kit that we take. So today's task is to try and get ourselves organised, sort through everything, just have a bit of a rationalisation about what we're going to pack and take. We've also invested in a new tent, which will hopefully achieve the objective of being a little bit smaller, a little bit quicker to set up and a little bit lighter, but without compromising some of the quality that we've had with our fabulous Outwell tent that has served us so well over the last few years. So we're still thinking about changing the van ultimately, but in the interim period, a smaller tent and less kit was the way to go. So I've been really pleased with our Outwell Bear Lake tent, but finding a replacement that was as good has proved really quite difficult. But we think we've found one that hopefully is going to tick the boxes. But we're going to do a trial setup here in the garden now, just to see, just to familiarise ourselves, so that the first time we set it up isn't when we're on the campsite in France. Top tip, that one. Always try and do a test camp or a test setup before you arrive, just so that you know how it all works, because inevitably you'll arrive, you've had 10 hours of travelling or whatever, you're tired, you're a bit stressed, you're a little bit tetchy, and then trying to set up a new tent for the first time is probably not a good thing to try and do. So straight away, just the box that this new tent came in is probably 30% of the size of our old one, so that's a good sign. And the weight is around about 7 or 8 kilos less. So again, all of these things are going to help us with our efforts to downsize the weight and quantity of what we're taking with us. Okay, so there we are. We've done our first very rudimentary pitch of our new tent. It's our Robbins Wolf Moon TC5, and so far really impressed. Realistically, it's going to take us probably, when we know what we're doing, when we're familiar with it, about 20 minutes, half an hour to put up, which is a lot quicker than we were able to pitch the Outwell, because the Outwell is so much bigger. The Outwell wouldn't have fitted in our garden either, so we haven't got a big garden here, but we've been able to squeeze this one in. So a little bit smaller inside, as you expect with a smaller tent, but hopefully it's going to do the job with us for us over the next couple of weeks whilst we're away. I'll do a full tour of it for you in another video. I'll tell you all about it, but so far, first impressions were really good. We haven't got space to peg it out correctly here, and once we've been able to do that, we'll have everything will be tensioned and all positioned as you would expect. But yeah, really nice quality fabric, really lightweight poles, and whilst it wasn't cheap, quality of it is superb. So hopefully it's going to do us as well as the previous Outwell did. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video very soon.
Come on our campervan journey.
Come on our campervan journey.
Yes,
that's right.
well said, me.